President Biden has spent this day in Tulsa, Oklahoma, recalling the racial massacre on this date in 1921 that left hundreds of black citizens dead. He met with survivors and touted plans for a racial reckoning. We'll have the story after the news summary. The U.S. Supreme Court today refused to hear Johnson & Johnson's appeal of a $2 billion verdict over its talc products. 22 cancer victims alleged that the company's baby powder and other products contain asbestos that cause ovarian cancer. A jury in Missouri agreed. Johnson & Johnson faces more than 21,000 similar lawsuits. Florida is now the largest state yet to ban transgender athletes from girls' and women's sports teams in public schools and universities. The new law enables athletes to sue if they lose to transgender competitors. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signed the bill in Jacksonville today and argued it's about equity, not discrimination.
It's not a message to anything other than saying we're going to protect fairness in women's sports. We believe that it's important to have integrity in the competition, and we think it's important that they're able to compete on a level playing field.
Opponents charge the law endangers an already vulnerable group. Pope Francis revised church law today to criminalize sexual abuse of adults by clergy. Lay people who hold church office will also be criminally liable for abusing adults or children. The changes follow scandals in the Catholic Church over seminarians and nuns being sexually victimized by their superiors. Slaughterhouses across the U.S., Canada, and Australia have shut down after a new ransomware attack. It targeted JBS, the world's largest meat processor. Several large JBS plants in the U.S. stopped slaughter operations today. The White House says a criminal gang in Russia is the likely culprit. On the pandemic, the White House is set to resume full in-person staffing next month, with some exceptions allowed. Meanwhile, the Paycheck Protection Program officially ended today. Overall, it lent nearly $1 trillion to small businesses. The United States today formally ended the policy of making legal asylum seekers from Central America stay in Mexico while their cases are decided. The Trump-era restriction affected thousands of migrants. President Biden had paused the program in January. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 45 points to close at 34,575. But the Nasdaq fell 12 points and the S&P 500 slipped 2. Still to come on the NewsHour, what the Tulsa massacre reveals about economic racial disparities today. How to combat a massive spike in COVID cases across Latin America. Questions arise about community college tuition amid a precipitous drop in enrollment, plus much more.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.